Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a Freddy Krueger statue from the movie Nightmare on Elm Street. This is the amount of space required to make your build. Here are all of the materials that we will need to make the build. Begin by placing a row of 8 black concrete in a row on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For the next row, starting on the left side, place a black concrete, 2 grey concrete, 2 black, 2 grey, 1 black. For the next 10 rows, place 10 entire rows of blue concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now we can fill those in. For the body, we are going to repeat this simple pattern. We will place 2 rows of green concrete all the way across, and then 2 rows of red concrete, 2 more rows of green, 2 more rows of red, 2 more rows of green, and finally 2 more rows of red. All we have to do is extend these concretes across the entire row. Like this. It's now time for us to make the arms. Begin by extending the red concrete at the top right side of the statue to the right by 4 using green concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4. We then want to add another row of green underneath this, and then 2 rows of red underneath this, followed by 2 rows of green, 2 rows of red, 2 rows of green, and finally we want to, starting from the left side, place 3 white terracotta, 1, 2, 3, then a grey terracotta, extend that down, left, and then place 2 white terracotta extending inwards. We want to do the exact same thing on this left side. 4 green concrete, 1, 2, 3, 4, add another row underneath, 2 rows of red concrete, 2 rows of green, 2 rows of red, 2 rows of green, and finally, starting from the left, a grey terracotta with 3 white terracotta, 1, 2, 3, extending inwards, extend down 1, left 1, and then 2 grey terracotta. This is the body and arm section pretty much complete. It's now time to work on the head. Begin by placing an entire row of white terracotta on top of the 8 red concrete blocks at the top of the body. Extend the white terracotta 1 row forwards, and then starting from this left side, place a white terracotta in front of the row, followed by a light grey terracotta extending right, 4 white terracottas, a light grey terracotta, and then a white. For the next row, place 2 white terracotta, 1 light grey, 2 white concrete, 1 light grey, 2 white terracotta. For the next row, place an entire row of white terracotta. For the next row, place a white terracotta, white concrete, then a black terracotta, 2 white terracotta, black terracotta, white concrete, and then a white terracotta. For the next row, place a white terracotta, light grey terracotta, 4 white terracotta, light grey, and then a white terracotta. We now want to come to the back bottom of the head and extend this white terracotta backwards by 5 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we just want to extend every row the same. Now, we're going to fill the sides of the head in using white terracotta, and we will make them as high as the white terracotta that we have on the front of the build. Perfect. We now want to apply this very same detail to each one of the 3 remaining sides of the head that are blank. Come down to the bottom corners of the head, extend inwards 1 and replace this white terracotta with a grey terracotta. Extend upwards and inwards diagonally once more and place the same thing. On the top of the head, the top corner, we want to move in 1 and then destroy the block and place a light grey terracotta. We want to do this on the back. From the corner, move in 1, destroy the block, inwards, diagonally, destroy 1, move all the way up, come to the corner, move in 1 and destroy the block and replace it with grey terracotta. Simple pattern to remember, and we want to do the same on the remaining sides. Perfect. We now want to take the top of the head and add 3 rows of brown terracotta on top of the entire outside of the head. 1, 2, 3. Just like this. Now we've got to fill the top of the head in using brown terracotta. And once you've done that, we want to add a row of brown terracotta extending outwards from the first row of brown terracotta that we placed. What we have essentially made is Freddy's hat. That's the brim, and then that's the rest of it. Next, come all the way down to the back bottom of your statue and extend the black concrete at the base backwards by 3 rows. 1, 2, and 3. Add a row of black concrete on top of this back row, and then 10 rows of blue concrete on top of this. You don't have to count these out, as we are simply matching it with the front of the build. And speaking of the front of the build, we are also going to copy the pattern of green concrete and red concrete onto the back of the statue as well. All we have to do now is fill in all of these rows until we hit the bottom of the head. With this complete, we can now work on the arms. So start off by extending the grey terracotta and white terracottas backwards by 3 rows to match the depth of the back of the statue. Then copy the material on the front of the build onto the back of the build. Not only does this include the terracottas, but we then want to do the same with the green concrete and the red concrete. Until we get all the way up to the top of the arm, which we also want to fill in. And whilst we're here, we also want to fill in the side of the statue by colour matching whatever block we have on the left and right of us, aka the front and back of the statue. Perfect. Let's do the same thing on the opposite side. Excellent work, we are almost done. Grab light grey concrete and make your way to the hands. We want to take the bottom outward corner of the front of the hand and place 2 light grey concretes extending down. We then want to leave a gap of 1 and then do the same thing. Once this is done on one side, we can do the same on the other, so 1, 2, gap, 1, 2, just like this. And that's your Freddy Krueger statue complete. I hope that you've enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, click the little bell next to the subscription button, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.